What if ChatGPT stopped being a chatbot and became like a whole digital command center? This is one of the biggest AI stories right now. ChatGPT is reportedly heading towards its biggest overhaul since it launched, and the aim is to try to make it some sort of a super app. An AI super app, one place where you can do everything from coding tools to image generation to memory to safety to even third-party apps, and of course AI agents. In simple words, that means that instead of going to several apps to do what you want in your workflow, you will just go to one super app, ChatGPT, and do your editing, coding, image generation, writing, planning, organization, and finally also action through AI agents. It's like ChatGPT is going from being a smart friend who answers questions to a digital teammate who actually gets things done. And OpenAI has already shipped some of the things that will make this happen, including a stronger memory system, a safer mode to protect against prompt injection attacks, and the ability to send email right from a ChatGPT conversation. That may sound small, but actually it matters because the future AI is going to go from help me find out about this to help me actually do this. Now, while the AI apps are racing ahead, the AI money machine had a very rough week. There was a big sell-off in AI chip companies, and according to one update, about $1 trillion were wiped out from the US markets last week. Why did this happen? It's happening because investors are asking the scary question: are we spending too much money on the AI boom? Companies that are making chips and memory for AI are flying high because every large AI company is asking for it and the demand is just growing. But when chip companies send out weaker signals, then investors get nervous. To understand this, imagine that the AI landscape is a big gaming arcade. And the more people there are who are playing these games, these arcade games, the better it is, the more money is flowing in because they need more machines to play those games. But if the people start wondering if the arcade is just too expensive to run, then the excitement cools down very fast. But let me tell you, the market is definitely not giving up on AI. It is just becoming a bit picky. The next big story we have is that AI is becoming smaller. Google has released new versions of Gemma 4, and there is an update that the text version of Gemma 4 will require as little memory as 1 GB, which is crazy. And this is really exciting because the large AI models, they require massive monster machines. But these smaller models, they can run with much less memory. They can run in your laptops and maybe in your phones itself. And one of the big things about that is that AI will become cheaper, faster, and more private. So instead of you having to send everything to the cloud, most of it is going to happen right in your device, your phone or your laptop. So the big AI race is not just about who will build the biggest, strongest brain, but also who will build the smallest smart brain. Now let's talk about safety. Over 70 leaders in the AI industry have signed a letter asking for stricter rules around developing synthetic DNA material. That sounds complicated, so let me just simplify it. AI can help science. It can help design new medicines, study biology, and speed up research. But if misused, it can also help bad actors to create very dangerous biological weapons or components. So the basic request is, if someone is asking for developing synthetic DNA, the checks, regulations, rules, safety around it has to be much stronger. And staying with biology, there's another really exciting development. The first AI developed vaccine is being tested on humans right now. Cambridge scientists are running human trials on a vaccine that was developed by AI. The key component of the vaccine was developed by AI, and in the phase 1 trial, there are 39 human volunteers. This does not mean that the vaccine is ready for the world, but it means that early trials are happening for AI vaccines, which is great news for the future. AI might help scientists to develop vaccines much faster, including for viruses that we haven't met as yet. It's like saying, let's prepare for the villain before the villain even begins to exist or even comes into the movie. Now we'll jump into creativity with Adobe. So Adobe's AI leadership shared a very simple idea. AI should handle the boring executions while humans do the creative part of every project. One example we can think of is rotoscoping, where artists did a very painstaking job of removing objects frame by frame. And the same rotoscoping used to take hours and hours and hours, and now it can be done really fast with AI. This doesn't in any way mean that creativity is shrinking. It only means this repetitive, boring tasks will recede. So the creator's job becomes less about click this thing 400 times and more about what's the story we are trying to tell. And that we think is a great deal as long as humans stay in touch with taste, emotion, and the final decision. Now, to add to this, AI video is also moving very fast. Gemini Omni is being described as a completely different video tool compared to a VO or any other video AI available, because you can edit by talking to it. You can create a clip and then tell Omni to change the angle of the shot or to go back to the blue version. And Omni is going to try to keep everything, characters and everything, consistent throughout. This is quite powerful because when you tell AI to change something, it can actually make the entire scene drift into something else altogether. If that can be controlled, it's a huge step forward in video. But of course, there are limits. Google is saying that Omni's clips are limited to 10 seconds and resolution is up till 720 pixels. And after several edits, slight drifting can happen. So it may not completely replace a video editor, but it's going to make it much easier to make storyboards, quick concepts, ads, little clips, and other things like that. And we'll end with the overall theme of all the news that we shared today, which is that AI is done being a chatbot. It is becoming the layer beneath creativity, work, science, research, medicine, phones, and more. So clearly AI is becoming more powerful, but also more expensive and a little harder to control. So if you're still wondering about AI, it's not about whether AI is going to change the world or is it coming or not. It's about who uses AI the best and who gets left behind. Stay curious, and when you want to understand what's happening in the world of AI, simply in an easy way without any stress or drama, come back to this channel. See you in the next episode.